I'll this video to give you a few perspectives. I think, I want to talk about the team. I think we need two. Obviously, we need two defenders, and for me, we need a left winger. I think we need we also need another midfielder, more of a physical presence. And look, I've been watching another video channel, YouTube channel, Blades Ramble, and a lot of what was said on there by the person who spoke on the video. Look, I agree with what they say. I think they spoke really well. However, there's certain things which, I also think, like I said, I also think we need another right winger, because let's take Jezran Ratsaki for instance. We had Jezran Ratsaki 2 years ago, and he was on loan with us two seasons ago, and he did very well. He did really well for us, and there was talk that Crystal Palace were going to recall him from his loan because he did really well. And we also had Connor Cody as well. A couple of seasons ago we had Connor Cody on loan as well. We had Chris O'Grady. I mean, Chris O'Grady wasn't particularly great, so he wasn't particularly great anyway. So I don't think it was a loss anyway. Obviously we had Ben Woodburn as well. Like I said, we've had a lot of loans. I can't remember. Oh, not Michael Doyle. No, we had Michael Doyle permanently. Sorry, Tommy Doyle and James McAtee, for instance. They did really well for us on loan, and obviously Manchester City didn't recall. They didn't recall Tommy Doyle and James McAtee, for instance. They didn't recall him. Calvin Phillips, who had on loan, obviously we didn't last season. He didn't play for as much season. He didn't play for as much last season. Sorry, but again, Manchester City didn't recall him from his loan. Obviously we had Chewa Benny. I mean, he didn't really make an impact. Again, Ipswich Town didn't recall him, and obviously we sent Louis Barry back because obviously he didn't make enough appearances for us and he didn't really make an impact. So the point I'm making is that obviously we've got Romel Donovan at the moment on loan from Brentford, and in pre-season so far he's done really well. He's looked really bright in the two. I mean, I've seen him twice now, and I think he's looked really good. I've also seen him. I also saw him play against Huddersfield behind closed doors. I think it was on Tuesday, and he looked all right then. So the point I'm making is I think if anything happens to Romel Donovan, which you can't predict what's going to happen in the future. Listen, you can't predict what's going to happen. I can't sit here now saying, "Oh, Romel Donovan is going to make an impact for us on loan," because he might not. He might not. That's what I'm also going to say as well. Look, if he doesn't make an impact and he doesn't play many games, then I'm sure Brentford will recall him, because they want to see that we're giving him game time. Because why would they send him out on loan to us if we're not going to give him that game time? Do you know what I mean? But on the other hand, like I was saying before, on the other hand, if he does really well for us, and I don't know their play, I don't know their team very well, but Lewis Potter, for instance, if he picked up a really serious injury, they've got some serious injuries to 4 players. They're gonna want to, do you know what I mean? Yeah, they're gonna want to recall. They may recall him from his. They may recall him from his loan. So then, obviously, we're going to be in a bit of a pickle. We're in a bit of a pickle. I mean, Chong is not a right winger, for instance. He's a number 10. He's not a right wing. He's a number 10 attacking midfielder. We haven't got a right winger. So, for me, we need to look to bring in another right winger as backup in case anything happens to Donovan. I mean, he might. And another thing as well, he might pick up a really serious injury. Then what happens? Do you know what I mean? What if he picks up a serious injury? This is what I'm trying to say. We need to. For me, we need another right winger in, and people are going to say, "I'm Maps." I do not. I think I think people will think I'm a little bit insane and a little bit crazy in what I'm saying, but I'm not. I do think we need another right winger. I also think we need 2 centre halves. The lad from Manchester City and Suter, if we can get Suter in on loan. Sorry, if we can get Suter in as well, and the guy from Manchester City. I'm not going to try and say his name. It's not. I can't. I'm not sure if I can say his name, but the defender from Manchester City. If we can get them 2 in, I think that again that's these 2 decent signings. If we can get them in, the left winger. Now Matondo, he didn't do very well when he came on. I mean, I've got to be honest with you, he didn't really offer anything, and I sort of touched on this yesterday. But the manager's seen something in him, so he's not going to be a regular starter. So for me, I would look to bring in another left winger. I would look to bring in a left winger anyway, and play Hamer in the middle. I'd also, like I said, I think up front were great. I think up front were fine. Did I say great there? No, up front were fine. I do think we need another central midfielder. I think we need 2 defenders. I think right back. Now we've got Doherty in. I think we're fine. A left back, yeah, potentially we could, but then we've got McGlinchey as well, so maybe not. So like I say, 2 central defenders for me, a centre midfielder, a left winger, and another right midfielder. So maybe another 4. And if we can do that, I think we can have a really good season. And also the thing is as well, we can bring loans in as well. We've only brought in 1 loan. If we get the guy from Manchester City, that'll be 2 loans, and then we've got maybe 2 more loans, 3 more loans we can bring in. So yeah, then we've got that competition that we need.